Happy Self Love Sunday. I am Mo Sass, your host of Self Love Sundays. With Sass, I am your certified vision and empowerment coach who loves to come every single Sunday so that we can talk about all the ways in which we can better our best. And I'm going to tell y'all straight up, today almost didn't happen. As you can hear, I'm very nasally. Listen, I don't know why this is. Yes, I'm just jumping in. Hi, how you doing? If you're new, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you enjoy my content and come back every single Sunday, I love you and thank you so much for supporting and listening to me. And here's the thing: I went to a concert on Friday night. It was called Worship Live with Fred Hammond, Bishop Cortez Vaughn, Pastor Mike, and Israel Houghton. And I probably said that wrong. And let me tell you something. I praise so much. I praise myself up out my voice. And I don't know. I just got sick, y'all. It is what it is, okay? But I thank you so much for hanging in there with me today as I try to get through this, because the month of December is so important. This is the month where we make our greatest decisions, because these decisions are going to determine what we're taking into the new year. And last week we kind of talked about it a little bit, but I don't know if I gave you a definition of decisions, because I love definitions. Now, I'm not going to front. I didn't always think about it like this. But the community that I'm in, that's what we talk about most often, is decision making. And decision making is defined as the action or process of deciding something or of resolving a question, right? And most times when we're making a decision, the reason why either A, you're not making a decision at all, or you're not trusting your decision, is because you're really not clear and focused on the number one thing. And I know people keep saying it and you don't believe it, and I apologize, guys. But it's so true that 90% of the people that I talk to, when I ask them about their vision and their goals for their life, as I am a vision and empowerment coach and I'm getting ready to work with you, they'll say they want to do this. No, it's not clear. There is no clear vision, right? Even if it's written, I find that it's just like a bunch of things. It's no clear vision. So that's why there's no clear decision and no clear direction, right? And this is why there's no focus and everybody's all over the place. And I love it because yesterday I was in, we have a women's call, and I was on it yesterday, and we had a coach come on and she actually talked to the women about, clarity and focus. And so when you think about clarity and focus, clarity is the what or the where. What do I want? Where am I going? The focus is, how am I going to achieve that? How am I going to get there? Okay. So this is what I want you to start. You have to get clear on what you want, where you're headed, so that then we can make the goals that are going to be focused, right, on how to achieve that or how to get to that destination. And so when you do that, it helps with your decision making. And most of us suffer from decision fatigue. We're making 1,000 decisions every single day. And so we're exhausted. So we're not, and when you're not clear, you're not all the time making the best decisions. But I will say this, as a coach, I would rather you make a decision and don't worry about it, because we can always work through if it wasn't the best decision up front, than to sit and make no decision. As a coach, that drives me insane. I got to be real with y'all. I'm like, Lord, just make a decision already. And don't worry about making the wrong one. You made a decision. We can work from there. Okay. So again, the month of decision, December, we're talking about making the best decisions that's going to set you up for a successful 2023. Number one, what do you want? Have to get clear on that. Where do you want to be? What type of environment do you want to be around? Who do you want to surround yourself with? One of the best decisions that I made in my life was joining a community of like-minded individuals who are all in that realm of wanting to be better, have better, do better, and understand, and working on the mindset to understand that that was achievable. So because I did that, I'm telling you, I've elevated so much in 2022, and I cannot wait. I have my last meeting today. I cannot wait to tell y'all the biggest thing, because I told you the way that I do goals is that I make one big goal for the entire year, one big thing, and every quarter I do goals and action steps to meet that big goal, and I met the goal, and I can't wait to share it with you, but it gotta be hush hush until it's time for it to come out, and I'm super excited, and it will be before the end of the year. So dope, so many things, but it's because I made a decision to put myself in that kind of community. Other decisions, I love music and I love concert, but I also understood that on the road to entrepreneurship, it can feel, listen to my words, it can feel like a lonely one. It also can be exhausting. It's like a roller coaster ride. And so I made a decision in the beginning of the year to put myself in places where it was going to help uplift my spirits. What that meant is I went to a conference every quarter. I also went to some fabulous gospel concert like the one I just went to on Friday for Worship Live, and also to see Kirk Franklin in Maverick City. Why am I making these decisions? Because I understand that my spiritual strength has to be at an all-time high for me to make it through some of these decisions that I've made. Because here's the thing, some of those decisions included leaving some things and some people behind, and that can feel very painful. And it's not always in a bad way, but at the end of the day, when you're going to the next level of your life, there's going to be some things you need to leave behind. I talked about this last week. In order to start something new, okay? In order to start something new, number one, we start off with you have to know what you want. But when you figure that out, in order to start something new, you have to stop something. The problem with most people is they pile so much on their plate, they don't stop something, so then they're overwhelmed and they never achieve anything. So they're doing a bunch of things but not hitting the goal that they could be hitting because they didn't give up something. In order to start something new, you need to give up something, right? Figure out what you want to keep, because there were some habits, some great habits. If you establish them along the lines of the past year, then that's great. Decide which one of those you want to keep. I have some very good morning routine habits that I decided that I'm going to take in 2023. Okay. And then you have to decide what is it I'm going to compromise on, because again, you can't do everything. You can't. And this is the biggest thing. I'm going to say this. When you are getting clarity on what you want, ask yourself, what do I want in this season of my life? Because it's different for different seasons. In some seasons, I have some clients that are in the season of they just want to earn more money and be successful, whether it's in their place of employment or whether it is as an entrepreneur, right? They want to be successful. I have some clients that in this season of their life, they want to focus more on their relationships. Their relationships, either or having a relationship with a significant other, or making this better, or, and making relationships better in their family or with their children, whatever. But you have to decide in this season of life what you want. In this season of my life, it looks very different for me. Why? I don't have any babies anymore. My baby is 17 years old. So the decisions that I'm making now is of a woman who is a single woman who can move about and kind of do what she wants to do, right? I have the capability to do that. But if you're a mom of young children, not saying that you can't, it wasn't that I couldn't. I had to make different decisions because their education had to come first. Their foundation had to come first. You see what I'm saying here? So that's what I mean of what does it look like for this season of your life? Okay. And I know I said a mouthful, but this is so important because what I'm finding is people are attached to their stories. And I'm going to tell you right now, as a coach, I was kind of like this before a coach. I don't want to hear the story. Life is happening to everyone. It's funny because I watched the clip of this show called Married to Medicine, and these women are either married to doctors or doctors themselves. And the one girl, woman, Toya, she was saying that the other people in the cast didn't understand because her husband was an ER doctor, and because of what he was experiencing and on the job every single day with watching COVID patients die and his mental health, that they didn't understand what she was going through. And they were looking at her rightfully so, like, are you crazy? Maybe we weren't doctors in the ER, but we were still doctors. We're medical doctors. So some of us had to shut down our practices. Some of us, although not in that arena, some of them were OBGYNs. They were like, listen, we had to separate mothers from their babies after they gave birth. So here's the thing. We all experience some sort of trauma, some sort of hurt, pain. Everyone is going through it. I know it sometimes we want to feel like ours is more important or more special, but the thing is, it is more important and special to you, and you should follow me. You should not avoid your feelings. You should work on your healing. You should work with your feelings, not just dismiss them, not saying that, but you can't put that expectation on other people. And here's the thing, when you're looking to achieve something in life, when you're looking to achieve a goal, life is not going to stop lifing. So you have to make a decision to say, despite whatever it is that's happening around me, I'm still going to keep going after what I said I wanted for me. I love myself enough to go after my vision with a vengeance. I love myself enough to go after my vision, understand that I'm empowered to be, do, or have anything I want in this world. That's a decision. But you have to divorce the story. And the thing is, so many people are attached to their story. And I love it because my coach this morning talked about how people are even attached to the story. Like, people should accept who they are because look how far I came. Nobody don't care about how far you've come. That's something that you should celebrate. That's something that you should absolutely, absolutely be proud of yourself. But you can't put it on other people to be like, listen, because that person came this far, I'm just going to go ahead and accept that they just slapped me because you know what? Before, they used to cut people. Say what now? Like, no, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. We have to divorce these stories when it comes to going after our goals. What do you do when life happens? Where do you go? What tools do you have in your bag to help you continue to facilitate through? Who is your help? All of this will make a decision, will decide, being honest, whether or not you will be successful in life or not. Emotional intelligence is everything. Making decisions that help you go to the next level, which when I say go to the next level, it's mean operate in your highest self. Those are the kind of decisions that you can't go wrong in. And I'm going to tell you something. I had a client who came to me and he was like, oh man, he was so messed up. He was like, I came in this call thinking like I was a failure. And you know, we had already worked through the call and everything. He was super excited by the end. And he said, I felt like, and I just said, what in the world are you talking about? Like, seriously, I'm going to free somebody today. You can never fail when you consistently work on being a better you. You can never fail when you consistently work on being a better you. Do you know what a failure is? A failure is what I call the walking dead. Those are the people who don't even try, who give up, who quit, and never go back to even trying to achieve anything at all. I mean, just complacent with being complacent and complaining. Follow me. And complaining. And talking about everybody else and what this person and that person, but never taking an initiative or a step because they're so busy blaming the government and everyone else for their life choices and decisions, because we all get them. That to me is failure. That to me is failure. But when you pick yourself up and you dust yourself off and you keep trying over again and over again and over again, that can never be a failure. Are you kidding me? I need you to hear me today. This is the problem. People are so in their heads. This is why I promote coaches and this is why I promote therapists, to get you out of your head and to get you out of your blind spot. That's not failure. Failure is saying, oh, I'm just going to quit because the government or some president or whatever law, I don't know. But I promise you, and this is the other thing I'm telling you guys, this is just me, and I know I'm going to change it. I'm going to get back, okay? Can we please stop with this hater stuff? Nothing drives me crazier than that. Nobody cares, y'all. Let me just tell you. Nobody really cares. They don't. Sure, they have something to talk about, but the thing is, I have not spent an ounce. If you look at from the time I've been speaking from 2017 till now, I've not spent an ounce of moment talking about a potential somebody hating me. First of all, here's the thing. You hate yourself enough. You don't even have to worry about them. I want you to worry about the hate that you're spewing on yourself. I want you to worry about the self-sabotage that you're doing to yourself. I want you to love yourself so much that you ain't even got time to think or talk about somebody what they could potentially be doing the same about you. You so busy in that bag, you're not in yours. And here's the thing. They're not going nowhere and neither are you. I don't need no hater to be my motivator. I need my legacy to be my motivator. I need the thing that I want to leave here on this earth long past I'm here to be my motivation. The fact that I went from welfare to winning, like that's my motivation, is my purpose. Helping other people understand that if you just make decisions that put you in the right place with the right people talking about the right things, that you can have a life that you desire. I'm telling you guys, we got to get away from this stuff. That's a decision. That's a decision. And so we're talking about ways to make, more informed decisions. I'm going to get back a little bit, right? So we want to make more informed, rational decisions. The number one thing you must do, and I'm going to give you 4. Number 1, assess all the facts. Before you get ready to make an informed decision about what it is that you want to do, okay, number 1, we already discussed, you got to know what you want. So maybe it's going to be 5, because I have to keep saying that. What do you want? Get in stillness, get in silence, write it out, okay? Number 2, assess all the facts. I don't care about your feelings. And we just talked about that in your stories, okay? Hello, Coach Sass here. That has nothing to do with this. What are the facts? What do you know to be true? Okay, let's get to the facts, right? Next, get clear. You want to be clear so that then you can, once you get clarity on your goals, we know where we're going, right? That's one less decision we have to make. And then choose the best course of action. What do you need? So if I know what I want, I need to know what do I need. Do I need a mentor? Do I need a coach? Okay, www.moesass.com or info@mosass.com. You can always email me. We can talk about it. I will even tell you whether or not you need a coach, or this may be something that, you should talk to a therapist about. Listen, I am no shame in my game. I have both. So what? Here's the thing. I'm telling you, leaders lead by example. Okay, so I will never come and tell you anything that I'm not doing myself. And all leaders should have tools in their bag to ensure that they're winning. Some people don't feel they need a therapist to win. Let me tell you something. I know people who function on a very, very high level of success. And all of them, guess what they have? Therapists, coaches, and mentors. And guess what else they do? Whether they're sick or not, they show up. Okay? That's why I'm here, because I'm telling y'all I almost didn't make it. All right? But in all seriousness, guys, it's time to make the best decisions for you to walk in that thing you say you want for your life in 2023. Number 1, what do you want? Number 2, assess all the facts. Get out of your feelings, okay? Number 3, understand. Oh, I forgot to say this too. Understand your current state. I apologize. You have to know where you are in order to know where you're actually headed to, right? So you want to assess your mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, and nutritional state. You want to assess that, okay? Again, we talked about get clear on your goals and then choose the best course of action. All right. So all the month of December, this is what we're talking about. We're getting ready. I am super excited for 2023. I'm so excited to drop a gem on what I've created in 2022. And here's the thing. If you've been rocking with me all year, I want you to tell me what you created. If my videos have helped you in any way, drop me a line. I will not share anything you will not allow me to share. I don't need the clout. I just want to know that what I'm doing is a help to you. And then if there's something else you want me to talk about or bring to the forefront, please let me know, and I'll be more than happy to talk about it. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Sunday and a wonderful week, and I will talk to you next week.